Play.
I know I'm young and all, but stay tuned in with JB. JB.
Put the other one on the blue side.
I know I'm young and
Bro, like drag it up. Period, honey. To the blue side.
what's good, y'all? It's your boy JB with I Know I'm Young and All, where we amplify young voices. Catch me every Saturday at 5 p.m. only on Mo City Radio. What's good, y'all? It's your boy JB with I Know I'm Young and All, and you can catch me every Saturday at 5 p.m. only on Mo City Radio. And I got a question to ask y'all. How many times y'all been on Instagram today? You gonna answer my question?
I'm not gonna lie. I only been on Instagram for about 3 times today, just to reply to a couple DMs. It was strictly business. It was no it was no personal business on there. Maybe I posted on my story or something. But I ain't been on Instagram that long.
Oh, okay, I can't say the same. I've been on Instagram all day today, but I wanted to talk to y'all about today how social media really affect us. And I'm gonna just go first. I'm not gonna lie, social media makes me very insecure about me and my life. Like, it's crazy that you can scroll on Instagram and see people doing so much better than you and make you feel like you ain't doing enough. Like, I be feeling mad insecure. Like, yeah, yeah.
Understood. Especially when you see all these chill. Like, bro, I don't know how to drive yet, and I don't have my own car.
You
seeing,
what?
so seeing everybody driving these scat packs and driving these dream cars, and at 17, 16, I'm just like, oh, don't even got no driver's license yet. But we still
Let's
own
talk
it. You
about
know what
it
I'm
for
saying?
real. Like, I don't, I don't got a driver's license
Do
either.
you know how to drive yet, though?
I do know how to drive.
You do?
Mhm.
Your mama taught you?
No, I taught myself and I kept on taking the car.
See how that? Oh, you see how that go though? Like, why our mamas don't want to teach us how to drive? Like this generation, mamas not teaching them how to drive. My mama don't want to teach me how to drive at all.
I don't know. But yes, no, no, my social media presence is like it gotta be all my ducks gotta be in a row because it's like that's honestly is more important than your real identity, like your social media presence. Like if you don't got one, then like who are you for real? Now I really wanted to hone in on how that affects us as kids because no shade. The level of the mental health issues that come along with the usage of social media is very like it's very apparent. Like the more you use it, the more it drains you. Like for example, when I be seeing these bodybuilders on TikTok and Instagram, I ridicule myself because I don't look like that. But in actuality, I know that all my family's skinny. So no matter how much I get in the gym, I'm still gonna have a sleeper build, and I gotta flex for you to see my muscles. My people not big.
Right.
My people skinny, but it still make me look at myself like I'm less than or like I'm young voices. Like I'm crazy. Like I'm not doing what I was supposed to do when I know for a fact that's not true.
But I guess it depends on how you use it, right? Like if I'm looking for entertainment and I go on Instagram or something for entertainment, then I want to be entertained. But if you go on Instagram trying to compare yourself to other people,
But no,
it's gonna work like how you use it.
mm-mm.
Yes, it
It's
is.
about I guess it's about what gets pushed. This is true. Like if I keep on liking
Mm,
gym stuff, then yes, that's gonna be all on my free page. But it's also what be going on. Like I don't know, like it's deeper than just what I'm interacting with. It's about what they put on my algorithm for me to interact with. That's what
mm.
I'm saying. Like it really does take a toll on your confidence when you constantly see people doing better than you. And then my mom will be like, shout out to her by the way. My mom will be like, I need to focus more on me and don't need to let that stuff bother me. But it does bother me. Every time I open like I don't even use iMessage no more.
Understood, but I feel like the people only show you what they're flourishing at. Sometimes people only show you
This is
the
true.
great highlights of their life. So if I'm pushing of how I'm making money because I'm good at making money, all you gonna think is I'm rich and I make money. Whole
Not that
time,
you
not that I was
depressed.
struggling, I was robbing folks. That I was freaking.
Mm.
I put 20s on top of a stack of ones, like you know what I'm saying. So you think I got money, but I don't got money like that.
No shade. People be flexing guns they don't even own.
Exactly. So people show you what they want you to think of them, just like you said. Building your social media presence, people are gonna show you and flex what they
Yes.
want you to think of them as. You see them in real life, bro. Wait a minute.
So now that leads me to my first question because y'all know I always come prepared with the topics.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why is anxiety and depression rising alongside with social media usage?
I feel like because a lot of people have a voice now, and a lot of people have
Mm.
opinions now,
Oh, that's a good
and all
one.
you gotta do is wake up and get on
Pop, pop, pop,
Instagram,
pop, 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 pop.
and you
Opinions.
can cuss out anybody you want and scroll. Cuss somebody else out and
Scroll.
scroll. Like that's all they do is criticize and scroll. So of
Oh
course,
yes, yes.
you know what I'm
Let's
saying?
zoom into that. I'm a troller.
Wow, oh we know,
I'm a
honey.
troller.
Oh, we know.
I will be in your comments on your okay.
Understood.
But I had to slow down and think like that's an actual person behind this screen, by the way. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't know what type of day they had. They parents could be beating on them, and I don't even know it. I called you an ugly app.
Yeah. I feel like trolling and rage baiting have become a culture on freaking social
Yes,
media
especially on bro. I be
and a
roll.
prominent way to get
Yes,
exposure.
yes, it's too. Yes, I think I don't know. Like I feel like as the not even I feel like I know for a fact that the rise of social media is the rise of opinions because anybody can go on the internet and say anything about anybody and you can't go find it. Well, you can't go
Right.
find them, but it's illegal. That's
From a fake account too. Because sometimes people want to speak their truth without being bashed for it. And they will talk about you. You click on a profile and you be like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And
yeah.
sometimes people don't be having room to speak on anything, but people have an opinion about
Let's
anything.
talk about
So
how some people don't need platforms.
everybody
Don't need a platform.
I'm trying to play angel. You can play devil's advocate, but
No. You
everybody
supposed to be playing devil's advocate. I'm the
you said no, everybody doesn't need platform. I
everybody
can disagree.
right. So you're playing the devil's advocate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I don't know. I feel like everybody needs something because everybody looks up to somebody. So
Mm.
whereas you sexy red, somebody looking up to you, or you somebody else.
Not too much on Janae.
But yeah, so people look up to anybody, and you might, and anybody can save somebody out of depression. Like some people watch E. Kane and what she go through, and it makes their day. It gets you out of depression. So people need anybody for anything. So a
But
lot of
again,
people
that
don't utilize their platform for the best things.
that is true.
But you know what I'm saying?
I still don't. I still think that some people need their platforms ripped from underneath them because they use their platforms to spew hate and all of that. And I mean, I guess what's hateful for me is and hateful to everybody else because it doesn't affect them.
And some
Like
people think it's the truth.
right, because if I drop a weight on your foot, it doesn't affect me the same.
Yeah.
I don't get upset because I'm not the one getting hurt at the end of the day. So it's like you like again, some people need to be a little bit more conscious of the influence that they have, especially people like E King that have younger audiences watching them. And I love my girl.
Let me say something though.
Mm-hmm.
Is it E. Kane's fault that people listen to her speak about her life and the way she thinks and the way she moves? Or is it the people who's tapping in?
That reminds me of this Frankenstein conversation we were just having in McKinney class on who do we blame, the creator or the people using it? It's her fault regardless because she's the person putting out the videos.
Right, but honestly, she's not being fake or she's not being. Well,
just because
I can't say she's not being. Authentic.
Just because you're being authentic in your misery doesn't mean that doesn't make you less miserable. Just because you're being authentic and not to okay, this is not the shade E Kane, but just because you're using your platform to show the authentic you doesn't mean that the authentic you does not stipulate issues.
Understood, but like, is she wrong for getting on the platform and still doing that, regardless of who's happening and who's watching her?
No, but again, if somebody's watching E Kane and did something harmful to themselves because of E Kane, then it's her fault.
Right, but she's a content creator.
Right,
she's an influencer,
and that's her content that influenced me to do something.
And she is the entertainer, so she's doing her job by entertaining.
But influencer and entertainer go hand in hand.
Right. So you just don't like the influence.
It's yes, like that. I like again when we was talking about Frankenstein when we was trying to blame Victor. It's everything that Frankenstein did was no girl. Victor and Frankenstein is the same person.
Yeah.
The creature, everything the creature that Victor created, that was his fault because Victor created it. So anything that I do that who people follow me and my influence, it's my fault because it's my influence.
Okay, but at what point was it not Victor's fault anymore? When the creature decided, oh, y'all not gonna like me, y'all not gonna F with me for real, I'm start killing y'all. True. When he killed that little boy, it was his fault. It became his fault.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
But again, if I'm E. Kane leading people to kill people, that's not. If I'm an influencer, that is because I'm tired of using her name because I like her. If I'm an influencer using my platform for negativity, like not even something that's controversial like race or gender equality or sexual and anything like that. If I'm using my platform to encourage people to go steal out Walmart, out Target,
Mhm.
I'm a bad person. Every person that went us out of Walmart and Target to steal, that's my fault.
Understood. Because you are influencing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just don't think like if I saw somebody on TikTok saying if you rob a car at 12 a.m., you're less likely to get caught. I would never want to go rob a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would never want to go
Right,
do
but
it.
that's because you have pre-existing notions about you're your own person. But that
Right.
isn't goes to show, like, again, the monster that Victor created didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
He was so to a person that doesn't have parents, that doesn't have anybody guiding them, they're gonna believe the person that they idolize on the internet because the internet is so it's almost engraved into our personalities in some type of way.
Right.
Me, I got like 4,000 followers on Instagram, and when somebody unfollow me, I know. I'm like, I'll be looking. I start looking. Like, who
I know that for
unfollowed
real.
me? Who unfollowed me? Because why would you unfollow me and not remove me as a follower? Yes, it gets that deep.
Yeah.
It doesn't get that deep. So when you have these little micro expressions like that, that can translate into something way worse. Like people constantly talking about me on the internet. I'm constantly getting ridiculed about something. Every time I post, somebody's making screenshot and making fun of me. Stuff like that. That definitely ties hand in hand into how depression and social media usage go hand in hand, because everybody, again, does not need an opinion.
Of course. But how would you, as somebody who scrolls, I was just on TikTok watching and came, matter of fact, how does someone who just scrolls religiously protect themselves from what they're looking at? Because yes, I could see somebody with, know what I'm saying, promoting violence or promoting like propaganda or politics, something about politics that would enrage somebody. Who's to say that I scroll that video and I'm not influenced by that video, but I look at the next video and it's something else? Know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
I do know
one
what you're saying.
influencer telling one influencer they're negatively influencing somebody does not reprimand the next and the next and the next. Because if I could scroll for 3 minutes and already see 3,000 videos.
True. But again, that doesn't stop the fact that you are still influencing people. It doesn't matter who else is. It doesn't matter if Slovakia and Cynthia the 3214 is telling people to kill them, is telling people that, not even like, that's vulgar. Let me not go there.
Yeah.
It's telling
I don't
people.
know if you can even say that, y'all.
Yeah.
And GTA.
if Cynthia 3214 was telling other folks like, y'all, you deserve living, it's this thing. It's called when you only focus on all the negative things, but everything that's positive doesn't matter.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna by the end of this, I'm gonna tell y'all what that's called. But it just because I'm seeing a lot of nice things doesn't mean that the negative things don't exist, because honestly, as humans, we live and we gravitate towards negativity. It's just a fact.
Right. So is it just about what's influencing you? If you
Yes.
see a whole bunch of positivity, you're gonna want to do positive things. If you see
True.
a whole bunch of negativity, you're gonna want to do negative things.
True.
So
You
so if I'm spreading positivity, I can't do nothing but hope somebody, you know what I'm saying?
True, but again, what you do to influence other people, that has nothing to do with what I do to influence other people.
Right.
So that brings you back to the original question. How is social media usage and depression juxtaposable?
Dumb it down a little bit. Let's take it to a 5th grade reading level. Okay.
Am I smarter than a 5th grader?
I don't know what they teach your 5th graders nowadays.
Because they stopped teaching phonics. They don't teach them how to sound it out no more.
See, okay, I might be smarter than 5th grader then. Just because my 5th grade and they 5th grade is 2 different.
Yeah,
grades.
no, because in 5th grade I would learn how to cursive.
Okay.
Pre-algebra.
Okay.
I was reading graphs. I don't know about y'all though. Juxtapose just means to put something side by side. It's just a fancy word for compare and contrast. You're not even comparing contrast. You're just putting two things.
So how does
together.
social media and
depression,
and anxiety correlate?
Yeah, how do they correlate? Cool. Yes.
I feel like social media is a one-stop shop for anything you want to look at, right? Mm-hmm. So if I'm shopping in the hood, mm-hmm. I can't expect to get quality stuff.
That's not true.
I said I can't expect. I didn't say I couldn't, but I wouldn't expect to get quality stuff just because it's in the hood.
You can get a quality experience. You better duck a couple of times though.
If I got to duck to get some cheese, then you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so it just, I don't know. It depends on what you're really looking for or what's being presented to you. Of course, you could see something that you don't like, and of course, you could see something that you really like. But I guess to limit the depression and anxiety, get off of social media and see what the freak it is to do in the real world. Like, I don't know.
Yes, yes. Okay. Question number. Wait, how you say two in Spanish? Because you
Dos.
took 14 years
For
of
no
it.
reason.
For no reason.
No reason, though.
AP Spanish. Okay. How does social media influence how young people construct their identity? Basically, yeah.
That's a great
That's a
question.
great question. Now
I'm
answer
telling
it.
you, people like, okay, so boom. So if somebody know they being fake and they flexing and they flashing on Instagram or something like social media, they know, okay, I don't got this money, but if I post it this way, it's gonna look like I have a lot.
Mhm.
People are gonna want to be look like that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could start faking and doing the same thing to make their identity look good because everybody's worried about their digital foot. Oh no, I wouldn't say
No, they're not.
That's a
No,
lie.
no, 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 no.
That's
Because
a
if I was
lie.
worried about my digital footprint, I wouldn't be posting guns.
Exactly.
'Cause-
So people just try to fit in it what's popular. Because if somebody not rocking with what you're doing now, somebody gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? The internet switches up and it changes what it accepts daily. So I'm saying people gonna
This
keep
is true.
changing.
I totally agree. I think that social media is it's very like it it
It's very useful though. Like the thing is, I can't even say it helps
it
more than
more than hurts. It's because the good does outweigh the bad. No,
Yeah.
the good and the bad are equal. They're at a perfect equilibrium. To be
you're gonna
honest,
get cussed out.
you're gonna get cussed out, but you're gonna get exposure.
I'm saying, but you're gonna buy a new shirt. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
You're gonna
right,
see a new
right,
ad for it.
right,
Saying
right.
so it's I don't know.
But look, I think that social media has taken away authenticity to people. I definitely think because if you don't have the best body on social media, I'm sorry,
Nobody wanna see
nobody
you.
want to see you. No shade.
That's crazy.
No, it's not though.
I feel like we are fighting back a little bit though. Like
In what way?
I do see some more people posting their bodies. Yes, people still do talk in the comments, but other people be like, you know what I'm saying? Like other people, I feel like it's bringing a sense of community together. Cause if you look at the video, if the video look good, you be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I like the video. Read the comments. Everybody hating on the video. It's like, wait a minute.
Time out.
Now we hating.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So people just jump in with whatever they see. The trend is. I don't know.
But not all though. I just feel like it goes like social media and identity because on one hand, social media has helped my identity. Like
Yes.
because it made me see like what I do like and what I don't like. Like my
Yeah.
social media has enhanced my style. It enhanced me being a little bit more social.
Okay.
No, but social media is social and real life social. It's different.
very different.
I ain't gonna lie. I will walk right past you. I will walk like
Text
this.
you. You ain't see me walking
You know
past
what I
you?
mean? Right, exactly,
What? That
exactly.
is so funny, bro. I
Right.
don't know. How do you feel like it affects our attention spans?
I have ADHD, so everything
Me
affects
too.
my attention span. But I think that because we use a little TikToks, 50 seconds, a minute. The longest TikTok I ever watched was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The little story times.
And the way we vet a TikTok, like I could be scrolling. I don't like what you're doing. Move.
Right.
Scroll. Like, you know
scroll,
what I'm saying?
scroll.
Like,
You know, I wish we could scroll through our teacher's lectures. Scroll.
no, for no cap.
No,
Not gonna lie.
Scroll.
We could pick our own teachers. I'm scrolling through them. Imagine you could scroll through your classes. All your classes happen at one time. You just algebra.
I'm okay. Algebra,
English.
right? Yeah.
Okay. That's tears.
No, because we had a version of that in online school, but we
couldn't. Baby, I had to sit there for 40 minutes, or I was gonna be marked absent.
Oh my god! I keep on flipping on camera. Neck me for me.
Huh?
Nothing. No, but I do think that identities and social media, like they coincide. I don't know. It's just all about how you use it. No shade. Like
I'm saying, so what's the difference? Like, how did they use it back in the day?
they didn't have social media,
but they had Facebook bad.
But Facebook, there was not what you couldn't do what you did on this Facebook, what you did in that Facebook.
Yeah,
like
they was getting banned left and right.
No
So is it the guidelines? Is it our fault or is it the creators of the social media?
Again, it goes back to the question that we were trying to answer in the Socratic. Do we blame the person that created it or the people that use it?
That's a great question. That is so good.
Do I blame Mark Jacobs? Wait. Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, you
Mark-
all over the place.
Mark
honey.
Jacobs was the person that made the
Make the
bags.
bags.
I would never buy one though. 'Cause
Period.
That's too much money on for,
I know that's
for
right,
a
though.
satchel.
That's a great question though, because yes, I could make like, say I made a freaking microphone, but you're using it as a dildo. Who's to say? How is it my fault? You know what I'm saying? Now you can't stop people because people have no limit to their imagination. They're gonna do whatever they want to it. And I see a lot of creativity on TikTok. But is that the creator's fault for not making guidelines over something they didn't know that was possible because their imagination is not the same as the next person's imagination?
But no shade. If I'm creating a website, I gotta, especially like something that people can post. I gotta think of every like. This not a
It's no way possible though.
yeah, no, yes,
Because
it is.
how in 2026 could you think about something they're gonna do in 3012? It's gonna be new stuff out by
my
then.
app won't even be. We're not talking about 3012. I'm talking about in the
No,
next
but look,
year though.
Like the person who made the freaking
Mhm.
like a freaking what, like a gun? But they
But they
no,
knew.
no,
But they knew.
pause.
No,
In
no,
that
they wasn't.
time,
They
no,
knew.
no, no, no,
They
no.
knew.
In that time, they probably thought it was going to be used for war in the army. Now that they're
Right.
using it to shoot toddlers. Who was the, why would they ever?
Wait, that's not even funny. I'm not laughing
It's
at
not
that.
fun, but why would they ever think of that possibility? Do you think they would have made the gun and went through with it if they knew that would happen? That's limiting a lot of creators, I feel like.
But bro, if I make the gun and somebody use my gun to shoot up a school, I'm partially at fault for that.
I
Not
don't think so.
not fully, but I do play a role
It's
in.
only so much you can do. Yes, you can make guidelines. You could give countless instructions. You could have classes taught. You could have mentors, but people are still going to do what they want to do with anything.
This is true. But as the person that enabled them with this object of destruction, it is my fault.
Even after they're dead and gone?
Yes.
That's crazy.
No. You're not. You're not
That's
fully.
crazy.
You're not fully at fault. Like it's not 100% your fault. But however, like if the person who made the gun was still alive today,
Right.
and somebody uses it to shoot up a school, they can't get put away in jail because they didn't commit the crime.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still look at the person like,
But when you look at it, guns help us win wars. Like guns help us do this.
right. So why are guns allowed to civilians?
Because they're giving them out too loosely.
Right. ARs. Like a cutesy little handgun, an M9, all of that, that's fine. ARs, Mac 11, switches. What we need that for?
This is actually a great conversation because I have no idea like what a creator could do differently. Because even God creating the world and the earth, look what we're doing on it. Why is Diddy in there in the back corner of the earth playing in baby oil?
Let's talk about Diddy.
Let's not talk about Diddy. But I'm just saying, like, why is he? You can't control what people do with what you give them.
Yes, you can.
You really can't.
Because at this point, it's not the creator's fault no more. It's the government's fault.
It's whoever's allowing it to be
right. And who is allowing it to be distributed?
Then say
That's
that.
the government's
Say that
fault.
then. Say that. Then.
Right, but at the end of the day, the person who created the very first version of a gun is at fault, not 100%. But as the time goes on, their percentage in the fault, it just trickles down a little more and more and more.
Okay, then. Okay,
it's like as like we was reading in Frankenstein, how y'all this is a common misconception. Frankenstein is not the monster.
Yeah, Frankenstein
is the last name of the creator who created the monster we know as Frankenstein.
Yes.
Right. So as we read Frankenstein, the more and more the monster did things, the more and more I blame Victor, because now we have our own idea of what this thing is supposed to be used for. So like you said, if you used if my microphone as a dildo, that's not my fault.
Right.
Like but the further and further away, I think the further and further away you get from the object's intended usage, it becomes less and less my fault.
Because they did probably use a microphone. They definitely used microphones for Hitler to use his speech. You know what I'm saying? It worked.
Right.
But now in 2026, here I go sticking it up places it shouldn't be.
Right. Exactly.
That had, you know what I'm
exactly. So the further you get away from the object's original usage, the less the creator is at fault, because I wasn't thinking you was.
You know what I'm saying? And it would have never even crossed my mind. So
Yeah,
how can I put
no.
in guidelines against something I never knew that was, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People are so creative. I'm gonna just say that though. People are so
You are
creative.
so.
We are creative creatures. We are.
We nosy creatures.
Do the unthinkable too. Like that's crazy. But yeah.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie. This Professor let's clap it up for her. Because she ate that little book. Cause no, reading it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wonder
no.
what the next one's gonna be. Oh, I know what it's gonna be.
Yeah. I don't know.
We haven't got started yet, but it's cool.
Yeah. Next question.
What's up?
No, you give me a question.
I still want to bounce back off of these two
Mhm.
topics.
Right.
At what point in your life, as a
Right.
human being,
Okay.
do you think you're responsible for you?
Every step of the way.
Okay, so boom. So your actions are your own?
Yeah. No. I shouldn't say that. Once I'm at the age to where I can comfortably think on my own. So like 8, 9, 10. Yes, everything that I do is my fault.
Okay. But some people ages be different. Like,
No,
I'm like-
yeah, like around, but like around 8 to 12 range, unless you got some type of like disability or something.
yeah.
Like the normal person, around 8 to 12, when you really start coming into your own of okay, I'm not slow.
Okay, so boom. So my mama said, do not drive my car, don't touch my keys.
Right.
And she left her keys on the table and I
Mhm.
grabbed them. And I drove her car and I drove into a pole
Mm-hmm.
and it fell on the house.
Right.
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
Okay, but some people would beg to differ and blame the mama for letting it be accessible.
Right. But how old are you?
9.
Mm.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
First of all,
Like, it's so
that is a
freaking-
slip. That's a logical. That is a slippery slope of events.
Exactly.
Like, how did that even happen?
That's why I hate that, bro. Because like when we put people in charge, you can't expect nobody to go right. Like I feel like people can't people because people still gonna people. Oh my god.
People still gonna be, yeah. Yes, I agree. But at the end of the day, you're 9 years old. First of all, my mama told me not.
Exactly.
NOT, not to get the keys.
And you still did it.
Right. So it's your fault.
Yes, but who would go to jail?
Well,
Mm.
wait, left the house with a 9-year-old by itself. You're 9 years old is old enough though to be in a house by yourself.
Right, but the freaking
Where did she go? Like, and like, did she take a nap? Like,
say she just sleep? And
then
boom.
no, it's not her fault.
Okay, but who's going to jail? If this pole fell on my neighbor's house,
You said it on your house
okay, but
though.
no, that would make no sense though, because the mama would be dead, kind of sort of.
The child would be dead.
See, this is the good. This is the good thing.
No, it's
But
not.
say the pole fell on the neighbor's house.
Right.
Who the freak is it going? Like, what the heck? Like, this is a good question because
No, it's not.
look, this is reckless endangerment with an automobile, and then you potentially murder, manslaughter if they die.
It's not manslaughter
It'll
because
be vehicular manslaughter.
because but it's not on purpose.
That's why it's manslaughter. Manslaughter is on accident.
Oh, okay.
But say somebody in the house died.
No, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
Understood. Say somebody in the house died though. Like, is the mom not going to jail? Because I don't think they're going to jail no freaking 9-year-old.
You know you can get put in jail at 10 years old, right?
Yeah, in juvie.
Right.
But would the mom be found liable because she was asleep, left the keys, and the child got in the car? You know the government.
No, is
You-
the mama white or black? That's the real question.
No, it's really
Yes,
not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm not answering that. She pink.
and what state she living in? Because don't mess with
Idaho.
that. Then no, is she not going to jail?
That's not the truth. 'Cause
Yes,
like,
that is.
I'm telling you, the justice system likes to find somebody at blame. They're not gonna blame no 9-year-old. Like they're gonna blame the mama that you wasn't watching the child. The child should never been able to access these type of things, and now somebody dead because you wasn't watching your child.
Right.
It could be argued any other way.
Yes, it did. The mom is definitely going to jail, but does she deserve to go to jail? No.
I don't know.
No.
You need to post this and let the people decide.
Okay.
Like, who's at fault?
Who? Not the mama, because the mama is not the baby.
The mama, not the baby.
The mama
The
is not the
grandma is
baby.
the
The grandma is the baby. Like, I don't know.
That's a good. I don't know though. Mm.
The
'Cause
child.
at the end of the day, somebody's still dead.
But what if I'm like 16? That's a more
You're going to
reason-
juvie, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it wouldn't be. There's some people will still blame the mama, but you're old enough to know right from wrong, for sure.
The mama is the baby.
And you're
I don't
also
know.
old enough to drive a car, so you would definitely.
Not, but if you don't have a license, that's illegal.
Exactly.
Right. But I don't know. That's not a. I don't feel like that's a good question because
That's a great question. The reason it's not a good question.
It's logically fallacious, if that's a word. Let's. It's yes, that's logically fallacious. I don't know. It gotta be.
I mean, hey, I know they would argue this. Now you need to send this to Miss McKinney. Miss McKinney, let's get to the bottom of this, honey. Immediately. Immediately, honey.
I don't know. I give you another question. You like to think on the tops of your toes, okay?
I use 100% of my brain.
No, boo.
To the full capacity.
No, boo.
You don't think so?
No, I think you use 5%.
Well, we was in the hallway the other day. I don't want to say the other day, the other month, and you came up with the word. You called it. You said the hallway smelled strawberry. So I don't like no. I don't want to hear nothing about
no, but don't that sound like a real word?
It do, because you overly use your brain. Like, what are you talking about?
Yes, because it smells like
I
berries.
smell a strawberry scent.
No, it did smell very like. Imagine, it did smell very strawberry.
It definitely did. I never looked it up to see if that was a real word though.
Strawberry.
That's very tea though.
Strawberry.
You gotta get that trademark.
Strabicious.
Like strawberry.
Strawberry. Let's hold on. Let's look.
I would want to even spell this.
STRABERUIL.
Not no W. Strawberry. Since you trying to say strawberry.
Strawberry.
Nope, it's not a word. Strawberryan is a word, but that's in a video game, honey. But you done made you a new word. They gotta add that to the dictionary, honey.
What was it? What would it be called? Like, what would it mean?
Strawberry, a strawberry scented.
A very fruit like a very berry-like aroma.
Yeah.
Adjective.
That's great that nobody ever made that word before. That's actually very tea.
Right. I think I use 10% of each part of my brain. Never 100% at once.
Are you an overthinker? You're lying.
Yes, I am.
So you use 100% of it.
My noggin be on.
They might not. That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can't even say that because you definitely you have very great communication skills.
When I want to.
Because normally when your brain is full, you can't communicate effectively.
Mm-hmm.
But you do both. So I don't know.
I be having to take a moment though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Do I want to be heard or do I want to crash out? It's always
so real.
The second one. I always want to do the second one, but the first one is so much more beneficial to my point.
Well, the first one protects my identity, so I would rather do the first one. I always do the first one.
No, I don't. I think it's less of an identity thing and more of it protects your peace.
You would think about it like that.
It protects my peace. Okay.
I've never crashed out before.
I be giving people stern talking tos though. A very stern.
Understood. Well, I gotta protect my school identity.
I think it's less about school and more about your social identity, the societal identity that you carry, or it's more about your individualistic identity.
How I view myself.
Yeah,
it's very tea.
It's less about how other people perceive you and more about how you perceive you. You're not that type of person.
How I perceive me
is not like that.
I want other people to perceive me like I perceive me, which makes very much sense.
Give me in psychology, y'all. I mean,
really, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But no, I'm gonna go major in mass communication. So,
I mean, like literally, you can be like you. Why do you think you can't do all of this at one time?
Because who about to go to school for 35 years?
You don't have to go to school. Ooh. You could be a psychologist right here doing what you do. You just did.
Well, no, maybe that. No, this is more intrasociology.
Like you could interview people and clock their teeth. They could tell you their life story, and you could be like on the air.
Who want to come up and say? Who want to come up and get read like a book? But I think this is the end of our episode. Thank you for tuning in to I Know I'm Young and All with JB and our special guest. What's your name?
Nay from Beyond the Neighborhood, y'all.
And we keeping it neighborly.
Thank you.
We keeping it neighborly.
Yep. Shout out to all the neighbors
for coming to our. Hold on, let me get the thing up.
What episode is this?
This is episode number 2.
Congratulations, honey.
Yes, thank you for tuning in and have a great day, guys.